What's up, everybody? It's AJ with etrailer.com. Today we're going to be checking out the Bak Revolver X4S on our 2022 Ford Maverick. It's going to be a low profile tonneau cover, so you see it doesn't stick up from the bed rails at all, really. Now when you do need full bed access, you can roll the cover all the way up towards the front here, towards the cab, and you'll notice that your Maverick has smaller window, back window right there, so it's going to take up some of that when it's rolled up. It's really easy to operate too. You just open up your tailgate, just pull on this cord here. That's going to release it, and then you can start rolling it up. I'll go to the side so I can get out of the way, and now you can see that reinforced bottom to show that it's actually a hard tonneau cover, even though it looks like a soft one. You can roll away all the way up here. We have straps underneath that you can run up and clip in so that you can drive with the cover rolled up. That way you have bed access when you need it. I want to point out something else on the inside of the bed. It has clamps that attach the rails to your bed rails, but it does not interfere with your track system down here at all. So these weren't in the way. I thought it might be when we were getting ready to start the install, but actually it's just fine. You can still use this for whatever accessories you have in there. Something specific to the Maverick is most trucks have a gap between the bulkhead and the back window of the cab. Your Maverick does not, so you can see that the seal pushes up against the back of the cab because there is a lot of seal there, so you have a couple options. The more it sits out in the sun, it can soften up and not be that big a deal, but you can trim it too if you don't like the way that looks, and you can trim it all the way down. That way it doesn't butt up against the back of the cab here. Other than that though, it's pretty easy installation. It didn't take us that long. Check out how we did it. The first step we need to do is put our seal on the bulkhead. So make sure you get some alcohol and a cloth, go ahead and wipe that off, make sure it's nice and clean so that when you peel back the backing here, the adhesive sticks like it's supposed to. So what we're gonna do is just start at this end and work it all the way to the other side of the bulkhead seal. Here at the end, we're just gonna cut it to length. Right about there. Looks like I need to cut a little bit more off just so it doesn't go onto the side rail, but you can just make those adjustments as you go. There we go. Now we'll set our rails into place. They are marked, so this one's got an R, so I know that it goes on this side of the truck, on the passenger side. And when you go to set it down, this is going to hang over a little bit on the cab and sit on that seal you installed. That you can also push this up as far as you can go. It will make contact with the bed up here, so you know that it's in the right spot. Looks like it fits pretty well. Now we can look at the clamps. We're going to install our front clamp first, and it says try and put it as close to the front of the truck as you can. So it looks like we're going to try and fit ours in right here. Let's get that hand tight. Make sure the clamp goes all the way up in between the rails and the bed rails, so it's going to clamp those together. Looks like it's in place right there. And tighten as much as I can by hand, then come back with a tool and tighten it down just a little bit more. We got our second clamp here, so we're just going to come to the center of the bed and get it installed right there. Now we'll install our rear clamp, putting it up there just like we did the other ones. And you want to put this as close to the tailgate as you can. This is going to be the only indentation we're going to do it, so it's going to be right next to our tie down point. Now we're going to repeat that same process on the driver's side. Now we're going to set our cover into place here at the back. And we're going to unroll it towards the front. So make sure it sits on there like it's supposed to. Got it clicked in. We'll roll it up. We're going to get all the materials out of there as we do this. Now when you go to roll it out, it's a good time to see if it's on there right or not. Ours is a little too far forward, so we're going to kind of roll it up and bring it back just a little bit. Now in the hardware kit, you'll have the two bolts. You want to slide them into the track underneath our cover, and then you're going to drop it down into this bracket underneath. You want to line up those bolts. You should line up with each one. If they don't, you can move them around just a little bit so they do fit from side to side. There we go. Drops into place. Then we'll go underneath, add a rubber washer and a flat washer, and then a hand knob. We're going to loosely install both of the hand knobs for now. After rolling it back, testing it, you want to make sure you test the fitment. That means roll the way back, close the tailgate, make sure everything sits square, make sure it looks good. After all that, come back, roll it back up, and then tighten down the hand knobs. Now we're going to attach our strap clamps. We're going to put them as close as we can to the front clamp, and that's going to be on both sides. Again, make sure it goes all the way up. And I'll get it hand tightened and then come back with our ratchet and fully tighten it down. Now we're going to bring the strap around our tonneau cover. You're going to need to turn this portion so it fits, and just turn it again, and now it's locked in. You can pull it tight, make sure the strap is straight. Looks like it's tangled just a little bit, so I can fix that. But this is going to hold that tonneau cover up when you drive around if you want it rolled up. Now you want to roll your cover up towards the back glass and see right where it's about to make contact. I'm going to show you. We're going to stick these protectors on here and see where it makes contact. So right there would be the best spot, because if we put it one low, it would be too low, it wouldn't help you out. So that's where we're going to put these. So there's several ones we're going to stick on there just to help protect our glass when we roll the tonneau cover up. So we're just going to space them out accordingly right here on the cover. We'll peel back the protector on the adhesive and stick it right into place. And once you completed that, that's it. It really isn't that difficult to install. It didn't take us a whole lot of time. And it works really well. I think it looks great on the Maverick too. I think that does it. Thanks for hanging out and hope this helped.